Hello friends, and this is Vanshika. You are watching my channel Knowledge World. So as you know that we were on the chapter of science and of class 8 NCERT book, and the chapter's name was Conservation of Plants and Animals. So this is the second lecture for this chapter, and if you want to watch the first one, then you can check my science class 8 playlist and then watch from there. Some other lessons are also present there, so you can select the lesson of your choice and then watch it. So let's cover this chapter. So as you know that we were studying from Ask IITN's online notes, so let us begin with our further part. So I have opened the of Ask IITN site, and let's recapitulate what we have studied in the previous lecture. So we have studied the certain defines like biosphere, biodiversity, wildlife sanctuary, national park, biosphere reserve. So we get to know all in all that in these areas wildlife is preserved and no people who will harm to them are allowed in, but in the biosphere reserve tribal people are allowed, but they are not allowed to harm the wildlife or plants there. So this was the all in all, and then we studied about the deforestation and its causes. Certain causes we have seen and understood through pictures. Then we learnt about consequences of deforestation, and these were the 8 things which we have studied in this. Then certain question and answers were given, which I have discussed with you in the previous lecture. And today we will study about conservation of forest and wildlife. So let's have a look to this banner. Let's look at this banner. What is it? World Tiger Day. India is now home to 70% of world's tigers. Tigers in India by region are given here. Karnataka, in Karnataka 406, Uttarakhand 340, Tamil Nadu 229, Madhya Pradesh 208, Maharashtra 190, and then Sundarbans in Bengal 76 tigers. We don't know that these numbers are correct or uh, wrong, but as they are given in the site, so we will just see them. You can recheck also if you want to confirm the real fact. Then what is written over here, we'll study. Tiger population rises to 2206 from 1411 in 2008. You can see this. I think this is the effect of the Tiger project which was started and rise since the 2010 estimate. There are 48 tiger reserves in India. You can note this point down in your notebooks. Then what is written here? Face of tiger conservation in India. Most photographed tiger in the world, called Lady of the Lake as she dominated the water bodies of Ranthambore. Machli's fight with a 14-foot long crocodile is legendary. So this was a kind of post, a kind of a banner. Now we will come to our real part. What is wildlife conservation? We will study about this. Wildlife conservation is the practice of protecting endangered plant animal species and their habitats in an effort to maintain the ecological balance. So what is given here, that wildlife conservation is the practice. It is the practice in which we protect or in which we preserve our endangered plant animal species. So what is endangered? Endangered means there are two terms, endangered and extinct. Extinct, this term refers to a species of wildlife which has totally finished on this earth, and even not a single species is present on our earth. But endangered means a few species are present and they may face a danger to be extinct soon. So this is called the endangered species. So in this wildlife conservation, we we preserve such endangered plant and animal species and their habitats also, because destruction of habitat is one of the most common reasons for the death of wild animals. So and this is the effort, this is our effort in this practice to preserve these animals. And why we do this? To maintain the ecological balance. Ecological balance means the balance of nature. So let's proceed with the next topic. How does the government conserve our forest and wildlife? In this we'll study about the steps taken by the government, or how does the government preserve our forest and wildlife. So the government lays down rules. There are rules, guidelines and regulations, policies also to protect our forest and wildlife. Besides, it also earmarks rich flora and fauna. Flora means plants and fauna means animals, specific plants and animals found in a particular area. Habitats as protected areas where the following activities are prohibited. So what does the government do? The government has laid down specific rules, regulations, policies, guidelines to protect our forest and wildlife. In this, what some activities are prohibited, and these activities are given here. So let us see them and discuss them. Cutting down trees, deforestation, because trees are home to many types of animals, so cutting down of trees is totally prohibited. Grazing cattle is also prohibited, and then hunting is prohibited. Plantation and cultivation is also prohibited, because then they clear their land and all, whatever. Poaching means illegal killing or capturing of wild animals, and people harm them in poaching. So this is also, these were the 5 activities which are banned or prohibited. So now we will study about the biosphere reserve in a bit detail. So let's start. A biosphere reserve is an area which aims to conserve the biodiversity of the area as well as its culture. It may contain other protected areas within it. So what does it mean? That it is a protected area for the biodiversity as well as for the tribal people. Tribal people are the tribes who live in these areas. So its aim is to preserve the tribal people as well as the biodiversity. So it may contain other protected zones or areas within it. For example, Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. This is the name of the Biosphere Reserve, and about this Biosphere Reserve, it is discussed a lot in your NCERT book also. So that's why it is given here also. For example, Panchmari Biosphere Reserve has a national park called the Satpura National Park. So Satpura National Park is the protected area within the Biosphere Reserve, Panchmari. So, and 2 wildlife sanctuaries are also there, Bori Wildlife Sanctuary and the Panchmari Wildlife Sanctuary. So I think this is clear that I am explaining it again also. Biosphere Reserve is a protected area which aims to conserve the biodiversity and plus the tribal people, the tribes present there. This biosphere reserve, for example, Panchmari Biosphere Reserve, can also contain some protected areas within it, like it is consisting of a national park, Satpura National Park, and 2 wildlife sanctuaries like Bori Wildlife Sanctuary and Panchmari Wildlife Sanctuary. So let us study about biosphere reserves in India. There are 18 biosphere reserves in India. You can note this point down in your notebooks. And biosphere reserves in India, it is given here. You can look at this map. Okay. So now we will study about this in the biosphere reserves present in which state. So Achanak Mar Amarkantak Biosphere Reserve is in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Agastya Malai Biosphere Reserve is in Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Cold Desert, Himachal Pradesh, Devdu Shekova, Assam, Dihang, Dibang in Arunachal Pradesh. This information is given only on this site and not in your NCERT book. So you can take screenshots and pictures of this chart also. Great Nicobar, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Great Run of Kutch, Gujarat. Actually, the serial number you can see are according to these. Yes, according to these, marked with red. Great Run of Kutch in Gujarat, Gulf of Mannar, Tamil Nadu, Kanchenjunga, Sikkim, Manas, Assam, Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve in Uttarakhand, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka, Nokrek in Meghalaya, Panchmari Biosphere Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. This is the most important. And Panna in Madhya Pradesh, Simli-Pal in Odisha, Sundarbans in West Bengal, as you know. Now we will study about flora and fauna. Flora are the plants found in a particular area, as I have told you earlier also. So flora are the plants found in a particular area are referred to as the flora of the area. यानी मीन्स जो प्लांट्स एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया में रिसाइड होते हैं या फिर ग्रो करते हैं तो उनको हम वहीं का फ्लोरा कहते हैं, फ्लोरा ऑफ द area. For example, flora in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve includes sal, Arjun teak, silver fern, mango and jamun. You can just observe these pictures. This is sal. This is Arjun. You can see silver fern, teak. So you need to remember these examples also, as writing examples can also come in exams in all. Jamun. So let us proceed. Fauna. What is fauna now? Obviously animals. So animals found in a particular area are referred to as the fauna of that area. For example, fauna in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve includes, these were the flora of the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve, and now we are studying the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve fauna. So blue bull is one of the fauna. You can see this is blue bull, and wolf, barking deer and leopard, cheetal and chinkara. Cheetal and chinkara are most important, barking deer and all. You can remember these. Now we will study about endemic species. Species. What is species? Species is a group of living organisms that can interbreed with each other are called a species. It means that only members of one species can reproduce offspring that are fertile and give birth to future generation. Members of a species look like each other and share many characteristics. So species is what? A group of living organisms which can interbreed and reproduce the same kind of member and give birth to the future generations also. They look alike and they look same also and share many same characteristics also. Now what are endangered species? I have told you earlier only. Let's see in this also. Species whose number diminished so much that they might face extinction or vanish off the face of the earth are known as endangered species. There can be endangered animals as endangered plants. Means these species are the species whose number can be extinct or who can face the risk of extinction in future years. Endemic species. Now what is endemic species? Species of plants and animals that are exclusively found in a particular area are called endemic to that zone, state or country. The endemic species are not found anywhere else naturally. So endemic species refer to the species of plants and animals, those species of plants and animals which are found exclusively in a particular area. You can learn this definition, that species of plants and animals which are found exclusively in a particular area are endemic to that zone, state or country or to that area. Thus endemic species are not found anywhere else naturally. They only grow in a particular, or they only breed in a particular area like animals or plants. For example, endemic flora of the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve includes salt and wild mango. So if it comes to write the endemic flora, then you will write sal and wild mango. And if it comes to write simply for a flora, then you can write any of the example as we have studied earlier. Now endemic fauna. Endemic fauna of the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve includes bison, Indian giant squirrel and flying squirrel. So these are the pictures of these animals. This is a flying squirrel and these are bison and wild mango. No, this is not wild mango. Maybe it is an Indian giant squirrel. So wildlife sanctuary. Now we will study about wildlife sanctuary. We will cover only wildlife sanctuary today, so this is the last topic for today. So wildlife sanctuaries are reserved forests where wild animals are protected and provided with suitable living conditions. So these are the protected, these are the preserved or reserved areas, reserved forest for the wild animals for their protection and preservation. Under suitable living conditions, the animals are protected. Unlike a zoo, animals in wildlife sanctuary live in their natural habitat and are free to roam anywhere as they like. So the main difference between zoo and wildlife sanctuary is, in the zoo you can see, when you visit a zoo, animals are in the cages. But in a wildlife sanctuary, animals are preserved in their natural habitat, as I have told you in the first lecture, in the first video, and plus they are free to roam anywhere as they like. People living in wildlife sanctuary those people who are living in the wildlife sanctuary can only graze livestock and collect firewood or medicinal plants. They cannot harm the animals or plants there. Activities prohibited in wildlife sanctuary include killing or illegal poaching. Poaching means illegal killing of the animals or capturing animals. These activities are strictly prohibited, and these activities in wildlife sanctuary are also punishable by law. Means those people who do these actions are definitely punished by the law. So only this much we will cover for today. I think this is all we have covered for today. So bye bye everybody. So if you like this video, so please share this video with your friends, strike a like and subscribe to my channel for such best explanations. Please subscribe to the channel, as you will be getting everything that you will be needing, and the students, whatever they need, you'll get on my channel. And thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned with me, keep watching my channel, and bye bye. I will be back with another part of the chapter. So please revise your chapter and have a nice day.